So the IDF is saying that the UN school that they bombed had Hamas operating out of it. Okay, can they provide that evidence, or are people just supposed to believe it because the Israeli government said so?
Overnight, the IDF conducted a precise intelligence-based strike, targeted dozens of Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists hiding inside a UN school in Gaza. Some of these terrorists participated in the Hamas massacre of October 7th. I will soon reveal the identities of some of the terrorists we eliminated. The terrorists were operating from this UN school. They were planning and conducting attacks from inside classrooms of this UNRWA school. Our precise strike was based on concrete intelligence from multiple sources. The terrorists inside this school were planning more attacks against Israelis, some of them imminent.
Again, where is the evidence that they were actually going to do this and that Hamas was actually working from this compound?
We stopped a ticking time bomb. This is what it was. Our intelligence indicated that the terrorists were operating from inside these three classrooms. Three classrooms. We delayed our strike twice because we identified civilians in the area. We had aerial surveillance that had been monitoring the Hamas compound for a few days. We conducted the strike once our intelligence and surveillance indicated that there were no women or children inside the Hamas compound, inside those classrooms.
Okay, then your intelligence must have been wrong because the Israeli government killed 30 people, a number of them being women and children, unless he's trying to say that the people they killed were Hamas.
Despite the complex operational conditions, our Air Force used precise munitions to target the three specific classrooms that the terrorists were hiding inside. Here are some of the terrorists who were hiding inside the UN school in Nuseirat, who we eliminated before they could carry out more attacks against Israelis. Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists, some from the Nukhba force. Terrorists with blood on their hands.
Okay, but where's the actual evidence of this? He can continually claim that these people are there, but without actual evidence. It's just his claim that's unsubstantiated with nothing to back it up. And it's wild how he's talking about people having blood on their hands. What about the IDF killing so many innocent people having blood on their hands? They have no care about killing innocent people.
These are only a few of the terrorists we eliminated. There are more. Some of them took part in the brutal massacre of October 7th. We are working to verify the information before we will share it. This is the
Wait, they have to verify the information about these people when they're the ones claiming to already have the evidence that these people were working there? How does that make any sense? Unless he's actually meaning they have to fabricate some evidence.
fifth time we have had to target Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists operating from inside UNRWA facilities. I want to repeat it. The fifth time we are operating against Hamas that is using UNRWA facilities. In the last months,
Yet the Israeli government has never been able to prove that UNRWA has been supporting Hamas in any way whatsoever. They're unable to provide any evidence to the UN investigators investigating claims of UNRWA helping Hamas. So they're admitting to killing a bunch of innocent people hiding in UN shelters.
Alone. Hamas wages war from schools and hospitals. Hamas hopes the international law and public sympathy will provide a shield for their military activities, which is why they systematically operate from schools, UN facilities, hospitals, and mosques. Sadly, we saw some media outlets fall for Hamas's tactics yet again, before checking the facts. While Hamas abuses international law, the IDF will continue to operate according to international law.
Right, because killing civilians is operating under international law. Collective punishment is somehow international law. And killing people in the West Bank is somehow international law. The Israeli government stealing land from the West Bank is somehow international law. Like, what is he even talking about saying that the Israeli government follows international law or the IDF follows international law when they routinely kill civilians in Gaza and in the West Bank?
The systematic abuse of UN facilities is a war crime, and it must be stopped by the world.
Uh, Collective punishment is also a war crime, and that is something the Israeli government has been doing since the start of the genocide in Gaza. Why is he unwilling to talk about that? Or the IDF killing Israeli hostages? That's a war crime, and the IDF killed several of them.
We will continue to do